And now, Houston, Texas, make some noise because the time for talk is over. It's time to unleash the fury.
We are live.
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Wow,
Well,
cool.
Tape live to recording.
Welcome in. Despite what you just heard, the time for talk is not over. The time for talk is now. Welcome into the Fury Unleashed podcast.
What's
I got
up?
one thing to say. Make America great again.
Oh, yeah, there's Eric's ringing endorsement of his candidate. Be
Make
sure to
America
vote
great
November, kids.
Again. What do you think about that, Diego?
Hey,
Hey, I want America to be great.
don't we all, right? Eric has a rule, like we don't talk politics, and he opens
With
with that.
Make America
Are we
great.
not supposed to go political, or are we
Make
going?
America great again.
We're going
That's
all
all I
in.
gotta say. Donald Trump supports Live Oak Vodka.
Does he?
Yep.
Well, if he does, then I do too.
How's
I
everybody?
still get the text messages from good old DT.
Do you?
They're like clickbait headlines, like
Did you have to subscribe to
going to
that?
jail. No, it was whenever he was coming to our neck of the woods for that public appearance that he did or whatever. I was planning on going. I signed up for tickets just to go check it out. You know, former president. You know, go see what he has to say. But then I started thinking about like all the bullshit that's going to attract. I was like, you know what? No thanks. To borrow a line from my good pal Rich Burmaster.
Richie Smooth Nuts?
Not with us this week. He'll be back in studio, I'm sure, sometime soon, whenever he's done doing whatever he's doing.
Playing.
But yeah, man, whenever I signed up for those tickets, I guess automatically it opted me in to receive every text that he sends out about everything.
And now that tells you going to jail and shit.
Wayne, I want you to have this exclusive black MAGA hat. Click here now.
For $75,000.
Thanks, Donald.
For a small donation.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
campaign.
Of course.
Yeah.
For your very small commitment of $100, I want you to have this exclusive hat. Boom. Hey, coming kind of off a crazy week for everybody here in H-Town, man. How did you guys do during the storms? The recent tornado that blew through the Houston area, took out power lines,
Sure.
I saw that, man.
towers, all kinds of crap.
We actually withstood. No issues, man. Like no loss of power.
Yeah, we lost power for about 8-9 hours.
Not even.
Like came back on overnight.
And which is
sometime.
weird because normally when we have storms and shit, like mine's gone.
Do you have a generator back?
No, I
Yep.
need to get
Yeah,
one.
I've got a generator that's we got it just after Harvey, brand new. Pull it out of the box. It hasn't had gas or oil put in it. It's sitting in my garage.
I have one that's
Whenever
back.
we lose power, which is very rare, it's usually like real quick and it's back on. So
Right.
you know,
Did you put it to use this time?
no.
You
Whenever I
still-
woke up, the power was back on. So,
Oh damn! So you went to sleep,
Yeah.
power went off, woke up,
Yeah.
power's on. Okay.
Yep. So, but Anita now wants a whole house generator. So
I want that
that's-
as well.
So we're looking into that. I'll let you know how that goes and what that looks like.
When we built our
It
house,
sounds really expensive.
we prepared for it and got the hookups and everything. I just got to buy the generator. I think you can get one for about 15 grand, maybe.
Man, hey, let me point you. Let me
think-
point you in a different direction.
Okay.
Get you a nice, good Generac for under $7. If you act now, it fell off the back of a truck.
Hey.
Hey, forget about it.
Hey, I didn't steal it.
Forget
I
about
paid
it.
for it. If I buy it,
Nah,
I paid for it.
I kid, man. I found one legitimate source under $7. So
For the whole house?
yeah.
That's,
gonna,
that's probably not a bad investment.
yeah. We know a guy who owns an electrical company and all that stuff.
There is people still without power though. I see old Trey. The
Yeah,
Truth and
man.
his
Trey
team
the
are
Truth out there holding it down, man. Adrian, Yanez joining
I've
in.
seen that.
Pulling trees off people's houses, getting power back up and running for everybody,
Yeah.
man.
Rich called me yesterday and said something about he hooked Trey up with some other guy that was going to be sending out like Traeger grills and different shit for them to cook and different
Badass.
meat and feed people and shit, man. You gonna get involved in that, Diego? You spending your time
Yeah.
at this massage?
No. Hey,
Hey, deny.
deny.
Hey, you want to go?
Deniability.
You want to beat your meat, or you want to go smoke some meat,
I wanna
Diego?
smoke some meat.
Or do you want
smoke some
somebody
meat for a
to-
good cause?
Do you want somebody to beat his meat for
What
him?
about? I want to smoke some meat while I get my.
Well, you know, hey, ooh, hey, forget about it. Hey.
He wants to do all the above.
Yeah, of
All
course.
of the above.
Hey, but man, just before those terrible storms hit, kind of took us out of the studio last week. You guys just wrapped up the 7th edition of the Fight Pass Invitational out in Las Vegas, man. How was that?
Dude, it was fun. It was good. It was me and Me and Rich and Christy and Mark and Ricky went out there, handled business.
The Fury crew minus us, Diego.
Yeah. Speaking of that, speaking of the Fury crew, you got to get your passport, man.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get your
Are we
damn
doing
passport.
Are we doing a Fury international vacation? What's going
No,
on?
but
So we're going to Puerto Rico?
I'm talking to Diego Lopez
You don't need a passport for Puerto Rico.
about doing a MMA event in Mexico. Dude, what's a MMA event without my announcer? You got to get it.
Hey man, down in Mexico, they might want it without me, man.
You got to get it.
Pinche gringo.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Pinche
we were talking
gringo
about
bolillo.
that. I was like, man, we might need somebody who speaks Spanish.
Well, you know. Maybe
we can have you
look
and
at
Diego.
something.
You go and
Yeah, what do you say, Diego?
Let's do it.
you
I'm
speak
down.
good Spanish.
I speak decent Spanish.
Bypass Invitational was fun though. You see,
I'll
our
let you borrow a jacket.
boy Guzman was out there.
Yeah, man.
He lost the decision.
I saw he lost. Lost the points, or was it a decision? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he. Did he lose the point? Yeah,
It says points
yeah,
here,
they,
but
I think they went to overtime and went for points. And
But
he
dude,
was
good
down
for
on
him.
points.
Co-main event, Fight Pass Invitational. That's a pretty big
Against
stage,
the
man.
top 10
Yeah.
UFC lightweight.
Yeah, man. So Christian
Not bad.
Guzman holding his own,
Was it
representing Space City
Mocano?
Collective.
Renato Morcano. Mm-hmm. And then we had Mason Fowler and Nicky Rod in the main. And Nicky Rod by points.
Yep.
Took it.
Nicky Rod, I saw that. Nicky Rod by points. Rounding out the event, Luke Griffith, man.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a lot less submissions this time.
Yeah, I noticed that. I see a lot of wins by points.
Yeah.
But Luke Griffith pulling off a rear naked choke.
Yeah, Luke is good too, man. Trying to get Luke in our 8-man. We're planning another 8-man tournament on July 28th here in Houston. Trying to get Luke to come out and do that one. Get some different faces. I know Oliver Taza is going to want to come out probably again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
was
He
on the
won.
card as well.
He won, didn't he?
Yeah, he won too.
Yeah, yeah. He won via points.
He won as well. Dana was sitting stateside for this.
Was he?
Yeah.
Hey man, that's a good set of eyes to be in front of.
And I could hear him
Especially if you're Oliver Taza.
making recommendations and should do this, do that. You know, he's really getting involved with Techi and
Oh,
Claudia
yeah?
in this thing. Yeah, he might be taking the reins here pretty soon. And once that happens, I mean, it's gonna be something really big. It's already something big, but it's gonna get even bigger.
Yeah, even
so.
bigger. Yeah, once Dana decides to pour money on a fire, man.
These guys need to jump on these Submission Hunter Pro cards. Like, this is where you're gonna be seen. And if you notice, we had our event 428, and Christian Guzman and Oliver Taza were on there.
Yeah.
And then, 2 weeks later, they're both on the Fight Pass Invitational. So I can almost guarantee that the winner of the 8-man that we do on July 28th will get a spot on the next Fight Pass Invitational, or one later this year out in Vegas. So it's good. Just a little info for you guys. Get your ass applying for these Submission Hunter events, or if I call you, answer the damn phone. If you want a
Seriously.
shot if you're a grappler. So
Yep. Hey, speaking of Submission Hunter Pro, man, our good buddy Diego Ferreira,
oh yeah.
Carlos Diego Ferreira, coming off a win. Mateus
Man, he
Rebetsky.
was looking good.
Dude, he beat the brakes off that guy.
Man, that fight did not start well for Diego. And you start wondering, man,
time? Is it
maybe
time?
it's time, dude. Man, he's getting near 40 and all that. Golly, he got rocked in the first round. But then he proceeded to beat the brakes off that dude for the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, and did you see they showed like photos of the guy like a couple days later?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, he looked worse as the days
I mean,
went on.
it went into the 3rd round. It almost the bell almost rang. I think Diego waited until he absolutely had to finish him. But yeah, I mean, he got the TKO near the end of the fight, like 4 minutes and 50 something seconds. Shout out to Diego Ferreira, undefeated on the Submission Hunter Pro stage, and pulling off what many, I guess, I wouldn't say was an upset, but I think a lot of people expected him to be kind of a stepping stone for Rebetsky.
A gatekeeper.
Yeah, don't ever count Carlos out.
No, man.
He looked great.
Super impressive, man.
And then we just missed what card is this? This the Derek Lewis?
Yes, that was fight night on May 11th. Same night Derek Lewis threw his
Pants off.
cup at reporters and.
What's up with that?
Man, I wish I knew. That's just Derek being Derek, I think.
Did he moon the crowd?
Yeah, he mooned everybody, dude.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
okay.
It's
Hey,
just,
he fine, but you know, like most people would get offended by if they got mooned, right? And everybody like cheered.
I think context matters. It depends. If it's Derek Lewis and he just won, okay, haha, yeah, man, we're having fun. Show your ass, I guess.
Would Donald Trump get the same reaction?
If Donald Trump mooned everybody,
like that?
what do you think? We'd probably be a little more wrinkled.
Yeah, I don't even want to
Think
go
a little more
here.
wrinkled?
What's happening, man? I doubt it would get the same reaction. I'll leave it at that.
What if they mooned at the same time?
I don't
What
know,
about
man.
they
Is
have
Derek
moon
down?
competition?
Does Derek rock like that? Is he a co-mooner? I don't think so. I think Derek is a solo moon kind of guy.
I don't know, but Derek, he supports Trump. You see, he comes out with his Donald Trump hat sometimes, and
Does he?
he wants to make America great again.
USA in this hoe. I remember when
Yeah.
he beat the Russian guy. So,
USA in this hoe. He couldn't let them Russians come over here, remember?
Yeah.
He said
yeah,
he talked to Trump before.
Yeah, he did. Now that you mention it, I
had a
remember that.
conversation with my boy Trump. He said he told me not to let these Russians.
Yeah, he beat the
USA.
Russians in Brazilian cab drivers.
All that shit.
Man, hey, he's good for a soundbite. That's super funny and everything. But man, I wish he'd I don't know. If you beat, this guy's just a Brazilian cab driver. Okay, then who did you really beat, man? Give this guy some kind of credit.
Right.
But that's Derek for you, man.
Well, he did a good job. Obviously, he's securing his legacy in the
Yeah,
UFC.
man.
He's got plenty more, I'm sure, more fights.
It's going to be hard for anybody to break that knockout record that he holds.
Yeah, he's doing it every time he fights. Every
Yeah.
time he wins, that's how he's winning.
Yep.
You
So,
know?
I mean,
And he's becoming richer and richer.
shout out to the the guy that caught the cup that he threw into the crowd.
Did he smell it?
Press row. I think he did. Man, he got Derek to sign the cup,
I saw that.
and then at the press conference after, he got Dana to sign the cup, and Dana was like, "Why?
Why him?
Why are we doing this? Sure, I guess. Why not?" But I think somebody asked him about it. Did it sting? No. Did it sting? No. It smelled all right. It didn't smell bad. It's like, dude, are you kidding me?
It makes it. I mean, obviously, it's gonna be somebody's gonna buy that.
Man, put that in a
Why?
plastic bag and sell it on eBay or
Somebody's gonna buy
I
that.
don't know, man. But
How much would you pay for that?
I would. You would have to pay me to take that, man. I love Derek. Hey, I'm a memorabilia collector too, man. I love sports memorabilia, but I'm not putting somebody's cup in my house.
What do you
Sorry.
think, Diego? You want the cup?
Oh, no.
You want the cup? Our boy Robellis was on that
You
card
remember-
too, wasn't he?
You remember? Was he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Was it that one? I think it was the week before, wasn't it?
It was that
It
card.
was on the prelims.
He was the main card opener for.
That's right. I didn't catch that one. I tuned
Poor
in.
Robellis. I was a
I
little
tuned in
upset.
later. Yeah. Hey man, that's the fight game, ain't it?
I mean, we saw what we've never seen before with him. I mean, obviously at the level that he was at down here, and
Yeah, I heard he met his match on the ground. Someone his opponent exposed his lack of a ground game.
So I mean, I think Robellis needs to go back to the drawing board and do nothing but wrestling and jiu-jitsu for the next 6 months.
I was gonna say, like, for at least a good 6 months, man. Just
6
focus
months.
on that, because he's got the one punch knockout
Right.
power. All right, man, you've got that. Let's focus on this.
And he wanted to strike. I mean, but the guy had the perfect game plan, and he saw the minute I get this guy on the ground, it's my world.
Yeah.
And Robellis had no answer for him,
Womp womp.
and it was a sad
Okay,
one.
that's the fight
It was a
game,
sad
man.
one.
Hopefully he comes back better, stronger.
Who else was on that card? We just had 4 guys on one card. Was that the one that just passed? That we had Victor Martinez, Yanez fought.
I think it was that one. I think it was that fight night that Victor Martinez was on.
With Yanez, right?
No, Yanez was just last week.
Yeah, that's the one
On the
Victor was on.
18th.
I think it was Yanez. It was,
Barboza versus Murphy. He was on that one.
yeah.
I don't have the whole lineup pulled up.
I think it was
now.
Yanez, Victor. Who else was on that card?
I
man?
thought Victor fought the week before, but I could be mistaken. I could be wrong. All my cards and dates are running together. I barely remember
Yeah, me-
which
yeah, me too, man.
Fury FC we just ran. I think it was 90.
Yeah, we just did 90. Hector
Manshur
Sainz.
Kara.
Yeah, we had Victor Martinez, Themba Gorimbo.
Yeah, he won his fight, didn't he?
Yeah. Tuco Tokos made his debut. And then Yanez. That was this past weekend.
It's about time, Tuco's game.
Yeah, Tucos took that fight. I heard he had a bunch of horrible... Like, he landed in... there was a different event that he was supposed to be out. Anyway, he landed he had to travel 20 hours or something to come right back and make weight and do all the shit. So he took the fight on like less than a week's notice. And he didn't.
And that's what you need to do.
He didn't get the W, but I mean, he still showed up.
Sometimes that's the fight game, man.
The guy he fought was tough. Adrian Yanez looked amazing.
Yeah, man. Convincing win, but I guess there were some people saying that it was an early stoppage or something. There's always going to be detractors. It's, oh, you stopped it too soon. I mean, he was still defending himself or whatever, but
the guy, I didn't
Adrian dropped that guy.
I didn't see the opponent complaining. I mean, he dropped him and he started pounding, and it was like,
hey, there's always fans that know. They know what's really going
what do you
on.
think, Diego? Did you even watch it, Diego?
I was working.
You weren't watching it while you were working?
Yeah. No.
Are you even a fight fan, bro?
I am, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a fight fan. Watching regional MMA shows.
Yeah, you got to go to these live shows.
Show.
Where can they get their tickets, Diego?
FuryFC.tv.
There you go.
/tickets, baby.
Only promotion you need to see.
How's that Live Oak vodka?
You know what? It's show stopping. The mix you got is freaking amazing.
You drank all of it already?
Almost.
Yeah, Eric throwing. What do you have in there? Raspberry lemonade, Crystal Light going on?
That's with straight
You know
water.
what we need to do? We need to do some videos of recipes.
Vodka, water.
Vodka.
That's what that is. Vodka, water with Crystal Light.
I love it. It's amazing.
Live Oak.
Get it?
Get your Live Oak.
That'd be a great poolside drink. We broke up on the pool this past weekend. So.
Did you?
You know, I got a couple bottles of Live Oak from previous podcasts still.
And we got a lot right here on the table.
I enjoy it.
Sounds like he's just collecting our excess alcohol and not drinking it, man.
Is that what you're doing?
No.
You're not drinking it?
You need
I am
to drink
drinking
that.
it.
You need to drink that. He said I have a couple of bottles left over from da-da-da-da. Come on, man. You got to drink that stuff.
Hey,
There you go.
I'm not alcoholic. Recreational, you know what I'm saying? Little by little.
You drink every day?
You know, no.
Once a week?
No.
Twice a week? You get drunk every podcast.
So I guess once a week.
There you go.
No,
But I don't
that's
get
for
drunk.
that's
No,
for entertainment
no.
purposes only, man. Diego's a great actor. He's a great worker. He's working it, working the gimmick.
Talking about that.
Anyway, good UFC card. Some Fury FC vets.
Man, we're about to have a busy June coming up, man. This
Every
weekend,
week, huh?
we're about to be off this weekend coming up, and then
This
we're
is
on
the
like
last one.
We're on a nice little run. I think every weekend in June. I need to get
What about July?
like which events are what. I'm only tagged in a couple of our group chats.
I know, right? Me
June
too.
2nd is amateur series.
Eric tags the
back.
important people.
Man, I forget.
If you're not on that Fight Pass Invitational
No.
VIP
No.
crew list,
Yeah,
maybe you're not tagged in all
That's
the
not true.
Fury FC chats. Who knows, man?
That's not
Man,
true.
Come on.
I forget shit, man. I got a lot of shit going on.
I know
My
you do,
daughter's
man.
graduating this
I
week.
can relate, man.
This Friday.
Man,
It's going to be tough for me, man.
that's
My
crazy.
baby girl.
That's crazy.
She
Madison,
your first graduate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
going to be emotional.
18 years old.
baby girl graduating
EJ
high school,
next year.
going off to college. Where did she decide to go to college?
A&M.
All right, we don't want to put too much business out there, I guess, but
It's going to A&M.
man, that's
starts
a little
in-
closer
They're
to
lucky.
home.
They're lucky.
Starts in August.
They're lucky.
What?
They're getting her.
Oh, yeah. And I'm lucky. I mean, it's 45 minutes from my house, technically.
Yeah,
Drive
it's not
right
a
out to College
far
Station.
drive at all. I mean, you just hop on 290.
I go over there every day if I have to.
Yeah,
I'll drive out there every
Madison.
day.
That's gonna be a hard no thanks from Madison.
Yeah,
It's like,
she's
Dad,
a good kid, man. And
Dad,
she's
go
earned
home.
it.
Go
So,
home, Dad.
I know. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Eric's, I'm gonna go sleep in the truck, baby. If you need me, I'll just be in the parking
I'll be
lot.
outside.
I'll sleep on the other side of the building.
Be outside.
I'll give you your space. I'll be on the other side of the building.
We got Hector Signs and Mancher Carey just headlined that May 12th card we finished.
Man, dude, what a fight! I mean, Mancher Carey has made a name for himself in Fury FC in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
He just came kind of out of nowhere. He was on nobody's radar. And
8-0 now.
man, I mean, just kind of ticking him off. He's getting up there, I guess, age-wise. He's not really in Dana's wheelhouse of who he's looking for, but he's kind of making a case for himself. How do you not at least give him the opportunity to give him the look?
Like a short call.
Yeah, I mean, at 32 years old, that's the only thing he has going against him. But
It's not like
I mean,
he's 39.
He might be in his prime.
So,
you know, he's handling
exactly.
business.
Most guys enter their prime in their early 30s. So.
He came to us 4-0. He's now 7-0.
Here's hoping he gets. It's probably going to be a short notice call up for him, if anything. I would
I'd
think.
like to see him on Contender Series.
I'm sure we all would.
You know what? Yeah, that would be great.
I'm
That'd be a
just
great
saying.
story,
I don't know. Maybe I guess that was how Veretinikov, Nikolai Veretinikov. That's how he got his
32,
shot.
right?
Yeah. I want to say he was early 30s. He may have been 30,
Yeah.
but he may have been 32.
Yeah, Nikolai was 32 when Dana got him off of looking for
Was
a
it
fight.
was Dariush? Was that who his coach was?
Who? Benil?
Yeah.
Well, he was there. And
I remember he was there. I thought he was making a
trained.
case for somebody, but I thought
He
it
was
was
making a-
Nikolai.
yeah, he was making
But
a
I
case for
remember
Nikolai.
Dana saying, "Okay, hey, I don't usually go for guys over 30, but we're going to bring you in a Contender Series, see what happens, see how you do." And unfortunately, it didn't work out
I
for
mean,
him. But
they gave him Michael Morales, who's undefeated in the UFC. But
Yeah.
that's what you got to do. If you don't think
Oh,
this
yeah.
32-year-old's got it, bring him in a Contender
Yep.
Series and feed him to a
throw
22-year-old.
them into the fire and let's see what they got,
go.
man. And man, Shakira's got that dog in him. So
do it,
I'd like to
Diego.
see him get a shot.
do it on my mic.
Just checking.
Yeah, I'd like to see Manchester get a shot too. I mean, he just beat 25-year-old Hector Sainz.
Yeah, apparently,
Man, I'm a big fan of Hector, man.
Yeah, me too.
Man, big crowds.
Hector's a
Yeah, it's
Hector's
his
a draw.
first taste of the main event, man. I got a lot of love for him, and his team. Unfortunately, he didn't get the win, didn't go the way that he wanted it to. But I know he's going to come back better and stronger from it.
We saw the return of Nico Echeverry as he took on Tracy Reeder. Reeder had a little
Yeah, man.
throw-up episode out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the fight was over, it was
Sick, huh?
I like that initial slam that he did at the beginning of the fight.
Nico?
Yeah.
Dude, Nico's strong, man.
He's very
Tracy's
strong,
a big,
man.
Tracy's a big dude.
Big dude, yeah.
man.
For Nico to pick him up like that,
Yeah, Nico's, man, he's one of those gritty, like in-your-face wrestler types, man. He's got some power to him.
we also saw the debut of Yum Yum.
Oh yeah, finally, yeah.
Olivia
Finally got
the,
to see
best
Olivia
big
Yum
name.
Yum Beerley. Unfortunately, she just ran out of time, man. By the time she figured out what her game plan needed to be, and she got where she needed the fight to take place, she finally got the girl on the ground.
I was impressed by him.
Her opponent, man, remind me her
Maya.
name. I don't have my notes.
Maya
I left
Stewart.
those at the house.
Maya Stewart.
Dude,
She's
she's
tough, bro.
super impressive, and
tough.
her Fury FC debut as well. I think a lot of us just kind of assume because what we've seen from Olivia in the past. I don't say she's just walked through everybody. She hasn't, but she's gotten very decisive wins over some, tough competitors. I was kind of expecting more of the same.
As we pour the live oak.
And Stewart just kind of came in and said, hey, it's not going to be like that. Hey, Diego. Think you could hit that?
apologize.
Think you hit that mute button? Dang, man. Sun Yi was like, hey,
Come on, Diego.
come ground and pound this.
Hey, slowly, because it'll fizz. Slowly.
But you know how to do that, right?
Oh, man.
It's just not going to work. Scoot over there.
Just a tip. Look, listen. Just a tip right
These
there.
guys over here trying to open Topo Chico without exploding everywhere.
Anyhow, Maya Stewart, very impressive. We got her
Yeah,
on a 4-fight deal.
I
Can't
think
wait to see her
Olivia
back.
kept it on the feet too long with Maya Stewart because she was super strong, and they fought at a catch weight, 140, if I'm not mistaken,
140
right?
catch weight.
They fought so Olivia is a bantamweight. Stewart says she usually fights at 145.
Yeah, she
Came in like at
Under?
she came in like
38 or
138 or
something?
139, something like that.
She's making her way to 35.
I don't know. She didn't look to me like she fights at 145. I guess she just doesn't cut weight and
She
fights
was
at
in-
145
she
or
was in
something.
shape.
Yeah, she's in great
She
shape
was-
for
she
sure.
she was in shape.
But I mean, I don't know. I was kind of talking with
I
Pete
love her
Spratt
composure.
afterwards, man,
Love
and
the
I'm like,
composure.
man, this girl fights at 145.
Super nice girl. A lot of talent. Can't wait to see her back.
Yeah.
How about Isaiah Diggs and Kyle Cutthroat?
Hey.
Diggs is a dog, man.
Yeah.
And so is Kyle.
And man, hey,
It was a great fight.
yeah,
for Kyle,
Isaiah
man.
Diggs, picking up the win. Nothing but respect to Isaiah Diggs, man. He made some comments, in his post-fight interview that, kind of made me feel a little bad for, I guess overlooking him unintentionally, of course. But he's like, hey, they showed him a lot of love. They gave him a lot of this and that, and they didn't do that for me. I would like to have Isaiah Diggs on the podcast at some point.
Well, you got to think. So Kyle made a name for himself in his first 2 fights, and he had a lasting impression on the UFC Fight Pass team.
Oh yeah.
They liked him.
Of
I
course.
can't control who they want to
Exactly,
interview and
man.
stuff,
I mean, Hey, I'll tell you what.
State your case.
Isaiah Diggs definitely stated his case, and he's making a case. He's making a name for himself.
Well, I got a call from one of the UFC Fight Pass guys after that, and they're like, "Hey, man, I like this Diggs kid, and I like that he threw a jab at us." So
Yeah.
they're probably gonna do some stuff with him next
Good.
week for sure.
Good, man. I like to see everybody shine, everybody get their opportunity.
I was super impressed with Luis Hernandez. He TKO'd Nick Lancaster, or rear naked choked him. 2 3-0 welterweights coming into the Fury FC cage. Newly signed, first fight of their 4-fight deals. They went out there and threw down, but this, I think, what do they call him? The Stash, Luis the Stash.
Got a nice
Yeah,
stash.
yeah.
Nice little mustache. He's I think Miami PD.
Okay, yeah. That's the Miami
Well,
guy.
they didn't say. What
Hey man, Crew Bob Perez might have something to. He might have a bone to pick with that nickname. I think he might have a.
Oh yeah, right.
I think he might have a claim on that nickname. We'll have to come up with something,
I mean,
man.
he's a.
He's a what?
I mean, like he's a coach and a
Calm
fighter. You know
down.
what I'm saying? You know, it's
He's a what?
different.
What'd you say?
What did you say about Crew Bob?
No. Come on.
Man, he knows Derek
Don't be
Lewis,
putting-
man.
Hey,
Don't put words in my mouth, man.
Happy belated birthday,
Yeah, happy
Crew
day,
Bob.
man.
50 years old.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't look a day over 55, man. You know?
What'd you say about Crew Bob?
Come on, man.
50 years old.
Yeah, man. I saw the homies got together, had a great, looked like an 80s themed birthday party for him.
80s.
I saw some pictures online, man.
Yeah.
You know, Mike the Truth Jackson looking like El DeBarge in his wig down there and stuff. Derek Lewis dressed up like Prince.
Yeah.
Looked like they had a lot of fun, man. Happy
Mick
belated
was,
birthday.
What's his name? Miami Vice.
Oh, Don Johnson?
Don Johnson.
Oh, dude, that's great, man.
Mick was Don Johnson.
Yeah, Mick wasn't in any of the pictures. Go figure.
He never is, bro.
Yeah,
He
you
never
got
is.
to sneak
He'll
one
take
over.
one.
to
He'll
him.
take one picture with his wife, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the rest is that's it.
Boom.
Anyway, solid Fury FC card
Yeah.
from May 12th. Trying to send more guys to Contender Series. Michael Aswell got his date, August 27th.
Nice. Congratulations.
Boom. Shout out to the Texas kid.
Waiting on Cody Steele to get his date. And waiting on Jacoby Smith.
Yeah,
for
it's
his date.
just
Just a
minor
matter of time.
details. I mean, they're already confirmed. They just need
We gotta-
a
they just
match
gotta-
and a date.
Exactly. So it was cool because during the Fight Pass Invitational, we got the news that Aswell had got his date. And his manager, Jason House, was there, so he came stateside and grabbed me. He's like, man, let's go FaceTime this kid real quick. So, like, we got to FaceTime him and tell him and see his face when he figured out. He was like, he didn't even ask who's the guy or nothing. Let's go.
That's yeah.
Let's go. There was later on, we
I could already-
texted
yeah,
who the opponent was.
I could already
and
hear
shit,
him.
But
Yeah.
he was already, he's like, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah, Aswell
the
doesn't.
answer is yes.
Yeah, he doesn't ever care who the
matter
opponent
it
is,
is.
man.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
exactly. I can already hear how that went.
So I texted him, was like, here's your chance. He's like, man, there's no other option but to win. He's like, I'm locked in. It's time to go to work. So
Let's go.
I can't wait. Then right away, his dad starts messaging me that
Uh-oh.
he needs 20 tickets.
Ace's performance exhaust.
Or no, he needed 60 seats or some shit. I was like, man, I don't think it works like that for Contender Series. I think it's an invite only.
No, it's still gonna be at the Apex, right? They're
Yeah.
not. They're not.
60.
They don't-
They're not leaving the Apex for Contender Series. That's going to stay there. I know they're talking about getting the live events out of the Apex, getting back in the live
But
arenas.
he's just saying that he's going to sell out the place. I was like, no, you don't sell tickets for this, man.
Nah, bro.
Like,
This
it
is a
doesn't-
different game. This one.
It's whoever they invite is who
Yeah.
needs to go.
So
But shout out to Aswell.
I don't
though,
know, man. Hey, Uncle Dana better make. He better hope Aswell Senior doesn't get a hold of his number.
man.
He's gonna be harassing him for 60 tickets. Hey, man,
We'll sell this place out, Dana.
if you want the Texas kid to be on your events, man, you better get us 60 tickets.
No, I don't think Aswell will ruin
Nah, I don't think he would, but it'd be hilarious.
to do that. Yeah, good deal for Aswell.
Yeah, man,
though,
good for him.
Last time we see him in the Fury cage,
That was it.
that was a wrap.
Sayonara. Now it'll just be whenever he comes back through coaching people or, to do a meet and greet for us, man. He's not fighting the Fury cage anymore.
After he goes out there and gets his win, we'll bring him back.
Your biggest ticket seller in Fury FC history is now gone, Eric Garcia. How do you feel, man?
Pushed him out the door. I pushed him out.
Yep.
Pushed him out the door. That's the plan, man. That's what we
Yeah.
do. We ain't trying to keep these guys around here.
Exactly.
We obviously want them to get to a position where they can have a life and make a living fighting. I mean, look what Derek's done. Like, once you get there,
Yeah.
you write your own fate, man. Like, you become a star based on how you perform and the things that you say and what you do. I mean, look at McGregor. Look at Derek Lewis. Diego
Yep.
Lopez.
Yep. All of them.
Those guys have capitalized on the opportunity. And like I'll always say this about guys like Aswell and Josh Van, Cody Steele.
Josh Van's another one, man.
They were bred in the Fury cage. Like their whole amateur career, they stuck with us. Pro career, they stuck with us, and they're off, man. Like we really developed those guys. You know, we really developed. We didn't share the success with anybody. You know, they never went anywhere else. And I take pride in that, you know,
Yeah.
and I wish there were more.
They didn't go anywhere else because they didn't have to go anywhere else.
Right.
You were finding them the best matchups.
Right.
I mean, they wouldn't have to go anywhere else because you were bringing the talent in
I just
to
wish
build them.
I wish there were more guys that would take that path, you know. And
Yeah.
I understand, like, there's tons of fighters.
Yeah,
so
everybody's got to do what's best for them. So.
yeah, so it's hard, you know, to guarantee fights for 100 guys in the same city on every card.
Yeah.
But, you know, as amateurs, go out there and experience it, man. But once you turn pro, like, if you can commit to us, we'll commit to you. And we'll make sure this shit happens the right way. What you think,
Ain't that
Diego?
right, Diego?
That's right.
I've done right by these
Yeah,
boys.
I think so. I agree.
Starting from the
Totally,
amateur
yeah.
level, we got June 2nd Fury Amateur Series coming up.
Yeah,
I think
man.
the 53rd edition. It's probably 100, really.
Yeah, from going back to like the cage
Cage
combat
combat days
days
and stuff, yeah,
and the undercards that could have been amateur shows on their own.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
So the 53rd edition of Fury Amateur Series coming up, and we got
FuryFCPPV.com.
yes, we're selling pay-per-views now, guys. So make sure that you get that.
It's up
that
and on running right now.
Is it?
Yes.
1,000 buys already.
Oh,
we already got 1,000 buys.
nice.
Wow, that's incredible.
Way to go, Diego. We got.
Yeah, I
one,
know
two,
we had a
three.
lot of issues, I guess, you know, with the stream, like on Facebook, they would cut the audio or whatever happens with
music rights.
Facebook servers, you know, yeah. I mean, not just that, but I mean, things, you know, beyond our control. And then
Right.
people online are like, oh man, this sucks, this promotion sucks, for a free, you know, it's not always us. Our inaugural event that we did on FuryFC.ppv, off without a hitch, man. We got a lot of great feedback, and some of it came from people who had complained previously. Said, hey, you know, I just have to give props. You know, you guys
That's awesome.
did a
That's great to hear.
bang up job. So, good job, Diego.
No, it's the team. It's the team.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a great one. But we got 4 title fights coming out on June 2nd.
That's amazing.
More guys being bred. Hopefully, we see some of these guys cross
I
over
can
into
see
the pro
that,
ranks.
though. I can see that if they stick to that recipe. I could definitely see them going to that next level.
Yeah, I'm looking to try to pull up the June 2nd card. I'm not tagged in that group, so I don't have that event. So we're going to have to rely on your notes, Eric Garcia. 4 title fights.
We got
Who we got?
Riley Redgrave defending that 185 belt. That
Yeah,
he,
his brother works with a good family friend of mine that are messaging me like, hey, this guy's brother's Riley Redgrave. You know him? Yeah, hell yeah, I know who Riley Redgrave is, man.
He beat Martin Pineda.
Yeah, man.
He's fighting David Puente.
Martin Pineda, who I'm sure we'll see back soon.
He's on this card actually.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
Boom, just like
Martin's on
that.
this
Told you,
card.
Diego.
Right before the first title fight. He's the last fight before the first title fight. Terrence Chapman coming in for our heavyweight title.
Badass.
Yeah, Terrence Chapman fighting for that heavyweight.
What's his record? Was he 3-0?
He's 3-0 now. Sebastian Oyervides versus Gage Harper.
Ooh,
That's
I'm
gonna be
looking
a
forward to
banger.
that one, man.
Yes.
That's gonna be a
I'm
good
really
one.
looking forward to that
Potential
one.
fight of the night, I think.
Gage has been around. He's gotten a lot of looks. He's seen a lot of things. I think he's kind of ready to make that jump to the pro ranks, and he's taking on a phenom in Sebastian Oyervides.
I think if he beats Sebastian, he should turn pro.
He has to.
It's time to
Yeah,
go.
he has to, man.
time to
I mean,
go.
there's no case to be made for making a career for yourself on the amateur. Once you get to
He's
that
ready to
point,
go.
man, go make some money. Try to make it to that next level.
He's got 9 fights.
Yeah.
He'll be 7-3 if he beats Sebastian. Now that's a
That's
tough task.
that's a big if. That's a big tough task for Gage Harper, but I know he's game and he's up for the challenge, man.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Looking forward to that. May be the fight that I'm looking forward to the most.
He really impressed when he fought Diego Lopez's kid that we brought in. That
Yeah?
Issei Garcia.
Yeah.
Because Issei, he was really talked up, and Gage stepped up, and he didn't disappoint, man.
Hey, Gage has a chip on his shoulder,
You
man.
cannot count that kid out.
Like, absolutely not.
Dylan Aguilar's on this card. Adam Auda, 135 title. We have the return of Jaden McKinnon. Jay Aldretti is
Uh-oh.
back.
Uh-oh, Crack is back.
versus Lestat Pleasant. Lestat's a little firecracker,
Yes,
man.
he is, man.
He is.
That's going to be a
little
fun
kid,
fight, too,
Chris
man.
Brennan's guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have the return of Houston Marza. I don't know if you remember Houston, the
I do.
youngster from 4 Ounce.
Yeah. Okay, is he 4 ounce? For some reason, I was thinking War, but 4 ounce, yeah, that's
We
right.
got all these
Frank
young
was in his corner.
17-year-olds.
Dude.
And it's not like they have a specific martial arts, you know what I mean?
No, they're well-rounded, man.
well-rounded.
These kids can wrestle. They've got jiu-jitsu. Look at Jay. He can strike.
Yeah, man.
You know, they got a following. They're selling tickets.
Very well-rounded fighter already at 17 years old, man.
Right. I mean, but it just, you know, so you could say probably by the time they're 19, 20, they'll have a decent pro career going. But look at what Raul Rosas did. At 17 years old, I think he was already on Contender Series.
Yep.
You know, so all of his experience had to come when he was like 15 and 16. He was already fighting in Mexico and shit. Because at 17 years old, on Contender Series, like, the dude's not even legally an adult.
Yeah,
right?
I'm wondering, man, like, it's not like the NBA where, like, a guy goes from high school to, to the pros.
Right.
And it's basketball. It's combat sports, man. You know,
It's just fighting.
You put your life on the line. It kind of surprises me that, Dana would sign somebody at that young age. But, hey,
Well, I
Raul
wonder if they
Rosas
were-
Jr., he's the case to be made,
Were they writing? I wonder if they were right. They had to be writing the checks to his parents, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I guess. maybe that's the way.
Because they're the adults.
Or his dad, are his parents lawyers? Or
His manager is Jason House.
There you go.
Jason knows how to handle
you
that
go.
money.
Shout out Jason House. It's been a minute since we've seen him.
Yeah.
Is he going to be a podcast guest or what?
He'd be great to get Jason on. He's got a lot of shit to say. We'd have a long ass podcast.
I
with
don't
Jason.
know. We could, but I don't know. Jason strikes me as the kind of guys, and like, no thanks.
No, I mean,
Don't put me on. No thanks.
He went on.
Put my
Ariel-
fighters on.
He went on Ariel Hawani.
We're not Ariel Hawani.
We're going to be better than that.
We're better than Ariel Hawani.
Ooh, hey.
I want to go on Ariel
I'm a-
Hawani.
So do I, but shit, man.
I don't.
Call me up, Ariel. I want to do a podcast.
Let's do it. Yeah, you should.
Ask me
Fury
some
FC,
questions.
come on.
Hey, man, Ariel Hawani doesn't pull any punches. He's going to ask you all the
know.
shit you don't want to answer.
I know.
So, Eric, tell me, why don't you want to talk politics on your podcast? Is
Shit
it
like that.
Is it because you're a registered Republican who voted for George Bush in high school? I mean, you're going to be like, how the fuck did you know that?
Yeah. He finds out shit about.
Hey, and
people.
I totally made that up on the fly, guys. I don't know who he voted for in high school as a joke, okay? But that's the kind of stuff, Ariel, Diego, don't go on Ariel. He's going to dive into like the deepest,
Massages.
darkest massage parlor you've ever been to with footage.
He ain't gonna find. He ain't gonna
With
find
footage.
Nothing. He ain't gonna find nothing.
You got it hidden.
No, I'm gonna take. I took in. No, shut up.
Ooh, hey, there you go.
fifth.
Smart
You plead the
move.
fifth.
Smart move, Diego.
Plead the fifth.
Diego's about to give the
plead the
playbook
fifth.
away.
You plead the fifth on everything.
Yes, and do it. Just plead the fifth.
So, yeah, all right, so we're bringing Jason House in at some point.
It'd be good. It'd be good too.
We're going to try to scoop Ariel Helwani. Did Jason House on? What about Jacob Parker? Bring Jacob on. He's been on, I guess, unofficially, whenever
Brandon.
Yeah, whenever Brandon Moreno came through.
They didn't really have.
Yeah, it
they
was
didn't
just
get no mic time.
Yeah, they just kind of popped in and said hi.
Yeah, there he is, right there. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, man?
That guy's everywhere, man.
Yeah, he just popped his head in the door, just like that.
Brazil one night, New York the next, then he's down in Houston with Diego Lopez on Sunday or whatever. That
His
guy,
traveling schedule's rough,
man. Yeah,
So,
it is.
Being in Vegas last week for the Fight Pass Invitational. This week, coming up. What's today? Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday,
So-
the 22nd as we record.
Next week on Tuesday, I have to be in Austin because I am doing the Karate Combat event. You
You're
seen those Karate
competing?
Combat?
Who are you fighting?
No, I'm the promoter
Oh, wow.
for that show, for Karate Combat. Have you watched any of
Yeah,
those shows?
yeah.
Yeah. Familiar name that's on the card, Charlie Ontiveros.
Yeah, yeah. So how did that come to be?
They reached out. They don't have a license to operate in Texas, so they wanted to kind of co-promote, and it's basically Fury FC presents Karate Combat. So it's been cool working with those guys. I mean, they're
Badass.
They do
Who's the
things a little bit
announcer going to be?
different. I have no clue. I have no clue who they have.
Justin Bernard.
No, they have their own team that they just
Yeah.
did a show in Abu Dhabi, I think, or Dubai.
Okay.
And then the week before that, they were in Cancun, Mexico. They did Vegas, I think, before that. So
Yeah, they've got a really unique setup. I like the pit that they fight in.
That
man.
would be
That's
amazing
really
for
cool.
grappling, wouldn't it?
I was thinking the same thing whenever I saw that. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dude, why did we not do this for Submission Hunter Pro? That would be awesome.
The things that we've been trying to work around, though, is that Texas requires a 10-foot technical zone. The karate combat guys like to have their people
The audience
right on the pit looking into the pit.
Yeah.
And we went back and forth with the commission, and they're just not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
allow it.
good luck. No,
Yeah,
you're
they're
gonna
not
have
gonna
that
allow
tech
it,
zone.
There's a
I love a lot of the people that we work with, so I'm not saying anything bad about them. But the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, you're going to do it their way.
Right.
There's not much wiggle room unless you're Dana White. Then maybe.
then you don't need a tech zone if you're Dana.
Yeah, exactly.
But these guys, man, they generate a lot of revenue somehow. They take care of their fighters and the grapplers and everybody that's competing. They're very well paid. They're doing it at the Austin Convention Center during a cryptocurrency convention. Like,
Cool.
yeah, so I mean, they're expecting a decent sized crowd. It should be a fun event, different
Badass.
experience for me. But
Badass. When is that?
next week on the 30th. The event is Thursday,
So
the
May
30th.
30th. If you're in the Austin area, go check out Karate Combat, brought to you by Fury FC.
There you go. There you go. Should be
Breaking news.
breaking. How about some other breaking news that
Oh
we?
man,
that we've
golly, dude!
What do you think? What do you think about
I feel really bad for Haley Cowan.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you don't know what we're talking about, you can Google it. It's out there for you to see. Her husband got in some hot water over some really foul shit, man.
And this is from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's 10 years. This shit happened 10 years ago, man. And
For those of you who don't know, I'll just kind of touch on it. I don't want to dwell on it, but
Right.
apparently Jacob Brennan, Haley Cowan's husband, he was allegedly messing with a minor that he was training back in the day. She was 13. It was like 10 years ago. She's recently, gotten the strength to come forward and talk about that. And I guess there are pending charges and
Right.
investigations and all that stuff. Man, quick word of advice. If you're a trainer and you're training kids, man, protect yourself at all times. Maintain proper distance, whatever you got to do, but don't put yourself in a
maybe
position.
have somebody in there with you.
Yeah, man,
all the
have
time.
witnesses or something with
Don't
you.
be alone with.
But first and foremost, don't fuck with kids.
Yeah, that's the
Don't-
main. That's the main
Don't fuck
thing,
with
man.
kids, man. That's somebody's child, somebody's kid, man. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, the shit happens everywhere. I was looking at comments and I don't know why I read the shit.
Because it's there.
It's stupid shit, but they're like, this always happens in the MMA community and in the grappling community. I mean, this shit happens everywhere.
It
Then you
happens
get somebody
everywhere.
goes in there.
But
Do
it's
you- have
very,
you ever-
it's very
Right.
out
'Cause it's
front
such a contact
in that,
sport, right?
Yes,
You
man.
know?
You see some of these training partners and stuff, and on one hand, you can make the argument, okay, kids should train with kids, adults train with adults, and men train with men, women train with women. And you
Right.
isolate and segregate, okay? But then what does that do? I mean, for like say a woman.
Who's learning self-defense against a man
Exactly.
that's going to try
A man's
going to
try to attack her. How does she defend herself whenever she's been practicing with same size, similar build women or whatever? And same for a kid. What if an adult is attacking you? I mean, so.
Well, I think when you're
it's
training,
a fine line that you have to walk.
when you're training in an open environment with everybody on the mat at the same time, it's less likely. But when you start into these private
Yeah,
lessons and
exactly.
shit like that, that's when things change, man. Like, you got to be careful. Maybe have somebody there at all times watching during private lessons, especially if it's a minor.
Ideally, you'd want a parent to be there. But what happens,
Right.
parents, as parents, we get busy. We got, jobs,
Drop
we got
them
lives.
off.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, I'm going to drop you off here while I go handle this thing.
Be back.
If you can stick around with your kid, please do, by all means.
And avoid
But I
shit
get
like
it.
this,
You trust this guy because, hey, we've been coming to coach so-and-so's facility for years.
Right.
Of course, he's okay. And it's not always coach so-and-so, but more often than not, it's somebody you know and somebody you trusted in these kind of situations. So,
sad situation.
Yeah,
but
sad situation all around. Shout out Haley Cowan. I hope she makes it through this all right. And moving on, Diego, did you get a notification about anything cool in your phone we could talk about?
What you got?
Just put up.
Well, lots of shit
Back in
coming up,
production,
man.
huh?
Back to one more weekend off. Back to work. 6/2.
So going back to that, I would advise that exactly. Don't trust people. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust people with your kids. You know, be very
DTA, don't
vigilant.
trust anybody. Stone cold.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always
But
an
I mean,
accountability factor.
Obviously, with kids, it's worse, but you can have a woman, an adult,
Oh, man.
that says the same shit that this guy grabbed me the wrong way and started
And that's why it's
accusing.
important. It's important to have, accountability. Security cameras to watch, your actions. Have extra, like a second person with you,
Yeah.
especially when it's.
How about like you have a one night stand?
No, see, the
The
problem
girl
with
says
that
you
is in
raped
this
her.
scenario is you have a coach who
Yeah, but
didn't want cameras around.
but at the
Or
same
maybe
time,
hid
so-
from the cameras or whatever. So,
But, I mean-
as a parent, you don't always have control of making sure cameras are around. So you've got to be diligent.
be
You got to,
on that.
You gotta
like
be
you
very-
said, man. Don't trust
Be
anybody.
very
You know,
proactive.
hey,
You gotta
uh,
be very proactive.
Exactly. Hey, be prepared for the worst.
Don't use that as what's that? I've seen a lot growing up with my kids. Is a lot of kids would just drop off kids at the martial arts, and they would do.
That's
it
what
would
we
be
just
like an
said,
extra.
Diego. Where was Diego?
Yeah, man, he was in his phone.
Well,
man.
that's what we
he,
just-
he was
I know.
he was confirming his post podcast massage appointment over there.
You confirmed?
It's not confirmed.
Hey, Eric, going back to that, I'm going to say everything you just said.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just
No, hey, you're not wrong, Diego. You're not wrong. In this scenario, allegedly, this guy was, he was listening for the, oh, is there the door opened? Oh, somebody is in the room. Whatever. Okay, boom. They're
The one thing you got to be careful
separating
too,
around.
as a parent, you got to be careful with, grooming. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly.
Grooming.
Grooming.
This is a classic case of that we're just talking about. Yeah.
Sad situation, man. But
So stick around with your kids.
it is what it is. Everything you do
Be
will
present.
catch up to you.
Be present.
So-
Man, that's what the good book says. What's done in the dark will come to
You're
light.
looking at something that apparently was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So you might have thought, hey, I'm clear.
Yep.
10 years have passed, man.
No statute of limitation
Yeah.
in Texas for stuff like that.
No, there ain't.
Good.
No,
and
they're
rightfully so.
How about the Astros, Wayne?
Woo! Hey, man, Astros turning things around. They're middle of the division now. They were cellar dwellers, but they're making their way back. Man,
Do you think they did that on purpose so they can have like a story to
No.
so at the end of the season?
I don't think anybody loses
that?
on purpose.
this is a WWE. All right, hey, I'm going to go out. I'm going to lose a few, and then I'm going to make this triumphant comeback. Hey, it'd be a great story, but no, I don't think they wanted to start the way they did. Man, what kind of I guess disappoints me, man. There's a lot of quote unquote diehard Astros fans that are like, oh, bring on the rebuild. It's over, man. The glory years are over. It's done. Let's rebuild. It's like, dude, we're not even. I guess at this point we're a quarter of the way through the season, man. There's like 162 games in the season. There's a long way to go, man. And the Astros are showing us how it's done right now. Kyle Tucker leading the league in home runs. They just had like
Wow.
a 6-game win streak or something.
What's their record now this season?
Oh, they're like 22 and 26 or something. I don't know. They're 5 games out of first. They're 5 games out of first place. They're a couple of games behind the Rangers in the division. They're in third right now. Whole rest of the season to go. Now, what's going to suck? Towards the end of the season, if it comes down to a game or two, they're going to look back and they're going to kick themselves.
Right.
But I mean, they had pitching issues. You had half the pitching roster out injured.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we stuck with Abreu at first for way too long. They're about to bring him back. I don't know why, but I think it's
a good game
How
last
do you
night.
feel about Abreu, Jose Abreu?
I mean,
He was batting sub 100 in the major
Yeah.
leagues. I mean, it's time to
That's
put you on the
bad.
bench. They finally were forced to send him somewhere to work on his swing.
Right.
And he's played 3 games, and Jeff Bagwell apparently said, yeah, he's ready. He's good. I saw a lot of improvement. He's ready to come back. Hey, man, John Singleton has made a case to be the everyday starter at first base right now. I don't think you mess with a good thing. If you want to bring Abreu back, you bring him back, and he can watch from the bench for a little while, maybe pinch hit in some situations. Maybe if Singleton needs a day off, okay, let's see what you got, Jose. But don't go disrupting the chemistry of this team right now, who is in the
On a
process of turning things around, and they're
Right.
on a roll, man.
They're on a roll.
So, boom, let's go Astros. And,
Let's go Astros.
Let's go.
He's making his appointment. You
and
see him get scared?
To all you, to all you Astros haters, man. Hey, shout out,
Look, listen.
swig of Live Oak vodka to you.
Hey, listen.
Hope to see you in November.
I grew up watching the Mets, New York Mets. I learned. Hey, listen. Hey, I watched I watched
86.
Yeah,
The
1986.
86 NLCS
Yes.
broke my heart.
Yeah.
I remember.
I was so scared of Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I was so
Yeah.
scared of him.
Like
But I learned-
physically,
I learned-
like you were afraid he was going to assault you as a child? Or?
Like he was going to kill the Mets.
Yeah.
You know, watching in my little 19-inch, like black and white, TV. Watching.
You're afraid he was gonna touch you?
No. No, well, so I learned baseball.
He was
watching
afraid
the
Clemens was going to take him
1986
to jiu-jitsu class.
Is that what you were afraid of?
No. I learned baseball watching the 1986 Mets, and I love the Mets. I
Yeah.
promise. But when
1986 was Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah.
Strawberry.
Doc Gooden, like
Dwight,
that
yeah,
whole run.
Doc-
Gary
yeah.
Carter.
Gary Carter.
Man,
That was-
Those are good old
the,
days.
the Astros won their division that year, and then they went to the playoffs. And man, like it broke my heart. I'm a wrestling fan, I'm like asking my parents, does that mean the Astros lost the division title now? They're no, they can't take that. They're just not going to the World Series now.
Yeah.
Broke my heart, man. Those '86 Mets, that one game that went like 90 innings or whatever, like went all these extra
Those
innings.
1980s, that era of baseball like that.
Oh, man.
And then you get WWF. It was WWF.
Yes.
Is that what was
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 the best,
86
man.
like Hogan and Andre the Giant? Maybe
Yeah.
WrestleMania 3.
86,
Yeah,
87,
three.
87.
Bro,
Yeah.
what an amazing time.
What
to be
a great
alive.
time to
Yeah,
be
it
a
was
kid,
to be a
man.
kid.
Bro, I was 6 years
Pop
old.
culture at that time,
Yes.
dude.
I was 6 years old. That's
Hey.
like Michael Jackson Thriller.
Hey, and if we would have been an adult at that time, we would have known about cocaine and casual sex.
Yeah.
But we were kids, so we just got WWF
so it was a
and
great
baseball.
time for adults and kids.
Exactly, it was great for everybody, man.
I mean, if you think of that era, you had the great wrestling, the great baseball. You had Nintendo,
Yep.
Tecmo Bowl.
Boxing was like at its
Atari.
peak. Yeah, well, in 86, 87,
Nintendo was coming, but it was
86,
Atari
87.
was the
Atari
giant.
before that was, dude, my parents were going to get me a Nintendo for Christmas, and I like argued over my birthday. I argued with them. I don't want an Atari, whatever it was.
2600.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Like, no, we're going to get you this one. We had a neighbor that had that one.
The Nintendo?
They're like, no, the Atari. He's like,
Okay.
hey, you can still come over and play our Atari. He's like, all right, fine, I guess I'll take a Nintendo. And then I got the Nintendo.
Because the
Dude, it
Atari was the
never
joystick
touched an
with the
Atari
one button,
again.
right?
Yes.
Joystick with one button.
Pitfall, Cubert, like all those,
Yeah.
man. The games that we were used to at that
Pitfall
time.
was
And then it was-
badass.
And then you like play Super Mario Bros. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit, this is the best thing ever.
And then you
Duck
had
Hunt
to
was my thing.
start blowing the,
Yeah.
stick the game in, pop it in and out because the light
They
was
said that
flashing.
had no
That's how you
effect.
learn how to-
That doesn't work. Bullshit.
The shit worked.
Bullshit. It definitely worked.
'Cause like
God,
the
what a time
light
to be
would
alive.
flash. Yeah, that was a great time.
I mean,
man.
boxing was like at its peak, man.
Yes.
Mike Tyson
Mike
was
Tyson.
killing
Knocking
dudes in like
people out.
90 seconds. My
What a-
God, man.
What about that Mike Tyson fight coming up?
Oh, man. Hey, are we going to try to go to that or what?
That's
Is that next month?
Arlington. Right?
at Cowboy
Yeah,
Stadium?
Cowboy Stadium.
AT&T or something?
Do we know the date?
It's in May. It's what's the?
Is it in May or is it in June?
This is July. I thought.
No, that's coming up, man. Like
Let's
it's
see.
pretty soon. If it is July, that gives us more time. Great. So I don't know if we'll
That'd be
be able to
great.
make a June date, but dude, I would love to go check that out just to say that we saw Mike Tyson fight
July
live.
20th,
I,
AT&T Stadium.
That was
Okay,
another
kick
person
ass.
that I-
We have a little bit of time.
When I was a little kid watching the pay-per-view, I was like, man, this guy's like
Dude,
something.
I loved Mike Tyson, man.
Yeah.
I got a chance to meet him last year.
Really?
Earlier this year, last year, I don't remember, man, but real brief, real quick, man. But I was like, dude, man, it's so great to meet you. Thank you so much for the childhood memories, man. Like there was no time like it. Boxing was, at its peak, and all the things that I just, said. He was eating. He smelled like weed, and he was eating like he had a can of mixed nuts. He was just like eating them by the handful, and like brought me in, like hugged me. And,
Really?
Yeah. It was, man, yeah. So we took a picture, hung out, whatever. But yeah, dude, that was my dude in the '80s, Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike. That'd be great. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get tickets to that, but it'd be cool to go.
Yeah, nobody said to be easy, but it'd
How
be worth
expensive.
it. But it'd be worth it.
How expensive?
Hey, let's talk to TDLR and get some wristbands. They try to do that for everybody else on our shows.
I know, right?
Let's see if we can get some wristbands.
And every time I say, oh, well, the UFC doesn't allow it. Well, I don't want to allow it either. Oh, too bad. You have to allow it.
Yeah, man.
Really?
So hey,
That's how they treat me, man.
let's try to call in a favor to our buddies
I've
at the
I've only been
TDLR.
doing this for 15 years, and I'm still nothing to them.
Boo! What heels?
Anyways, enjoy your last weekend off, because we're on a run in June. 4 shows in a row. Back to San Antonio in July.
That's
Dallas in August. Time to make the rounds again, man. Towards you.
Texas two-stepping. Yeah, man. Hey, that Rosenberg show, 6ix9ine. Our good friend Derek Lewis is coming out to Rosenberg and bringing Netflix with him. Looking forward to seeing him there.
Diego Lopez will be in the house. Got 2 of his guys
Damn.
pro debuting with us.
Awesome, man. So, hey,
Good
Diego, where do they need to go?
FuryFC.tv.
/tickets, baby. Come hang out with us in Rosenberg.
Get you some Live Oak vodka out there,
Get
too.
that Live
So
Oak
going back
vodka.
to that, you need to watch these regional shows, especially Fury, because you.
When the time for talk is over.
No, get it in, Diego. Get it in.
My bad.
Shout
time
out
for talk is over.
Space City Collective.
Yep.
Go stop in, get your kicks.
Hold on.
I got no camera. It's all right. It's all good.
There you go.
I'm wearing the lows.
Nice to.
Come on, Diego.
Diego didn't even set up for the Jordan shot,
No,
man.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hey, they're dope. They're dope. Trust me. Black and
Retro
red
one
ones, lows. Go hit up our friends at Space City Collective. OnlyFans for exclusive Fury FC content.
not for
See our
naked.
ring girls like you want to see them.
Danuna Law Firm.
DanunaLawFirm.com.
When you drink too much Live Oak and decide
If you
you want to
had
drive.
a little too much Live Oak or Howlerhead whiskey, you get into trouble. Don't blow. Call our friends at DanunaLawFirm.com.
Get a designated driver first. If you do blow.
713. I don't have the number pulled up. 713-something-something-something-8889, or you can visit them at DanunaLawFirm.com. You want to be proactive anyway. Criminal defense, if you got into some shit, you got accused of some stuff you didn't do, hey, man, hit up DanunaLawFirm.com. Or maybe you did do it, and you don't want to go to jail for it. Hit up DanunaLawFirm.com.
What, can he help Haley Cowan's husband?
Hey, man, I don't know. I bet he could. With a divorce. You can probably help with that.
DanunaLawFirm.com.
But hell yeah.
257.
Who else?
8889.
That's what I thought.
713-257.
Why didn't you say it? That's what I thought.
8889.
713-257-8889. DanunaLawFirm.com. Proud sponsor of Fury FC. Exclusive legal advisor to the crew, Diego. I hope you've got his number on speed dial, just in case. Just in case.
I do.
Private label. Who else?
Howlerhead.
Aswell's gone, so Ace's Performance Exhaust is gone.
They've been gone for a little while.
Last time we mentioned them, I guess, huh?
They've been gone for a little while. We got War Tape now for the hand wrap.
War Tape. Are they
War
affiliated with War
Tape.
Training Center?
No.
Come on, tattoo.
Fighters Inc. for the gloves. Speaking of Fighters Inc., they're actually shipping some coaches' care packages
Badass.
for the 6-9 event. So they called me yesterday, said they're going to deliver a pallet. We'll see what's there. Apparently
Diego,
they're giving some coaches
Diego
kits
plotting
or
for
something.
freebies over here, man.
Diego, nothing in this life
Hey.
is free, Diego. Nothing in this life
I
is
swear
free.
with my ass
Hey,
off.
he's put in a lot of. Hey, Diego, I got you. He's put in a ton of sweat equity for a coach's care pack,
See
right?
this shit?
Is that what you want?
See who this is?
I do. It's,
See who this is? Make America great again.
And
We're
on
out.
that, and
We're
on
out, Wayne.
and on that note, I think the time for talk is over. This has been Fury Unleashed.
Ka-ka-ka.
And now, Houston, Texas, make some noise because the time for talk is over. It's time to